everybody, Bob's Pod 2 here, back again with another episode of Gregtech New Horizons. So I've been pretty busy. The episode you're about to watch was a very productive one, and that was why it was a bit of a longer episode, because we were making some interesting machines, but the construction work you see here was actually done off camera. So I was kind of running out of room, so I did a few renovations. So I extended the blacksmith shop, so nice and roomy, and I've got all these tool things over here. And then I built this little walkway over here into the next building, and this is where a whole bunch of my machinery is going to go. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Alright guys, let's jump right into it. But first, let's head off and get some sleep. So we're going to walk over to the main building and start sleeping. So I planned on building lumber axe in this episode. So I did some looking into it, and that is way beyond our technology capabilities right now. It's definitely something we'll want to do at some point, but we just can't do it at this point in time. So yeah, that's one thing. And so the next thing on my list would have been to make an iron tank, and while that is technically within our technologies right now, it was going to require a lot of iron and be extremely inefficient if I was using the hammer. So today we're going to be building the steam hammers. So I already started making some of the more difficult components to make. So let's start off here with the pistons. So two there, two there, two there. These two things go here. Well, they're called fences. Cobble here and here. And then red alley here. Okay, what did I do wrong again? Oh, I think I know what I did wrong. Okay, if we take a look. Oh, gears. Which I have, so there and there, there and there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, those are the two pistons we need. The next thing we need for the, okay, it's the steam compressor. We're not doing the steam hammer quite yet. We need the compressor first. The next thing we need is the bronze hull. And that requires those 8 panels and a hammer. Well, I happen to smelted up some bronze here. And oh, another thing, I made all this nice racking here. So yeah, so I'm not sure if I showed that in the intro. Obviously, since I filmed the intro after I do an episode, I don't exactly know what I do in the intro just yet, but I assume at this point that I'll go through all that. Okay, that's one too many. Okay. Now if we put that there in the center, and then around like this, that should be the bronze hull. Now we need small bronze fluid pipes, which requires 6 more bronze plates and a wrench. Okay. Well, this is one more right here, which means if each are 2, okay, I think I only have enough here for 2 more run-throughs. I need to go get more copper. So I'm going to put the iron tank probably about here. And so my plan for this building, well, the plan is this here is where the boilers and like fuel production are going to be. And then over here is where the actual workshop is going to be. And I'm thinking as time goes on, I'm either going to build up or dig down, or a combination of both. So let's see, it looks like that's done now. I don't think that's going to be quite enough. I think we're going to end up being just a little bit short. And yep, we are going to be. Let's see. Actually, I do have enough copper here to do it outright. And enough to leave the spot taken in the chest, too. So if I grab one more tin, throw it into the processor. Okay, and now is probably a good time to bring up a bug that I had. So I logged into Minecraft just recently here, and my quest book just kept dinging with this thing called New Quest. And so if we take a look here, it like added this star thing, and it's kind of like it opens up sections. And the thing is, it opened up a huge amount of things in many different ages. I'm not exactly sure if this is supposed to be a feature or if this is a bug. Really, I could see it being either one of them, because I could see it as a feature, like it like makes it into like almost like a tree, like with many different branches by doing this. But at the same time, it's probably a bug because the way it was, where it was like pretty linear progression, that was kind of the way things were going. And like there's things in pretty much all the ages. And I'll read all the text here for you. The first voltage tier of this pack, things are getting easier. By the way, if you can't see any quests, click in the quest window or use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Your second voltage tier, don't mix different voltage levels or you will be punished in a hard way. Start thinking about how to expand your base. Again, use the mouse wheel to zoom and see quests, and there's a lot here. Finally, some power to work with. This tier will help you reach distant planets and gather more rare resources to build even more advanced machines. Well, it's funny how that works. Titanium level. Fissile energy sources. Applied energistics 2. So it's tier 5 where we get into nuclear power, but as all of you do hopefully remember, I took on a challenge where I'm going to use fossil fuels all the way until tier 7. Like, I'm going to be using steam all the way to tier 7. Except for it's probably going to be pretty difficult when it gets to, like, I have to start using fusion reactors to make things. But it's a pretty good challenge. And it doesn't look like anything new here. Just pretty much leather armor. Multi-block goals, smelt all the... This is like a multi-smelter. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And it smelts multiple stacks at once. Something about... Okay, this one's actually a pretty cool one. Because they're nice developers, they have this feature where when you compress charcoal, it yields 10 times the burn time of a piece of charcoal. So you actually get 1 charcoal's worth of fuel for free. So that's a pretty nice thing. And then this is the implosion compressor, which from what I read there is pretty polluting. We already knew this one. We'll be doing that before too long. This is a better boiler. Otherwise, not much else here. Okay, let's see. Forestry and farms. Yeah, we were already looking into that. Coins. Oh. Oh, wow. Titan ingots? Okay. Stainless steel, aluminum, Damascus steel, oxygen, RAM wafers. Ooh, that's interesting. Resistors, basic circuits, pistons, bee houses, a whole bunch of different hives, more hives, and then a mushroom. Okay. Let's see. The bee breeding one. Well, looks like nothing new here. How to bee. Nothing new here. Okay, this is a new category. Magical Eyes Beyond. Great achievements, but also a lot of work. I shall be your guide. Follow my instructions, and you shall become a great wizard like me. Okay, I think we're a ways off from that. I'd wait until we at least were nearing the end of the low voltage age before I look into this. And warp included. Okay, this is like the advanced version of that last one, so obviously not going to do that for a while. Alternative magic. Ooh. This is witchery. I kind of really wanted to get into that mod. I might begin that in this age. I'm not sure. This is blood magic. I don't really like this mod. I'll probably touch it if you... I'll use the mod if it's required, or if you guys really want me to. I just don't really like the whole mechanic of it. More blood magic. They are coming. The spirits that I have called, demon invasions and beyond, really deep into dark magic. Okay. Not exactly sure. Okay, that looks like it's for blood magic. Okay. Transportation. Nothing new here. Space race. Just a star by the looks of it. Okay. AE system. Yeah, we're a ways away from that. Well, it said it was a tier 5 thing, so I'd assume we're a ways away from that. Nope, we're all gonna steampunk our way into that. Ooh, killing the Ender Dragon. Not gonna do that for a while. And then the reward area, which doesn't look like it's changed much. Okay, so let's actually get back to what we were doing here, which is heading back off to bed again. At some point, I'm thinking if there's turrets in this game. Actually, let's take a look at that. Turret. That is not the correct spelling. Turret. Yeah, we do have turrets. I wonder what it takes to build one. Okay, iron, redstone torches. Okay, that's about normal. Chamber. Okay, this isn't actually... Okay, that's weird. This isn't actually too far off. We should be able to do this, like, once we build this compressor. Ooh, a potato can. I didn't know they had that. Because I know the last pack I was doing had that. I never quite understood the relativistic turret. I didn't quite ever understand it. I kind of want the rocket launcher turret, to be honest. That would be a lot of fun. Laser turrets are obviously the end. Laser turrets and railguns are the end game. A throwable bullet. That makes no sense, because the way it works is it has velocity. It has a high velocity, and that's what... It has high velocity, it hits you, and it, like, just does massive damage. That's the way it works. You couldn't give it enough velocity to really affect you if it was a throwable bullet. So it really doesn't make any sense at all. But, like, let's take a look at what the ammo looks like. TNT, and electrical steel, and an assembler, so yeah, it's going to be expensive. Okay, but let's actually get to what we were doing. Okay, so plans for the future, at least. So let's go back to what we were doing. Steam compressor. Okay, so let's head over here, back to the base. Well, we're in the base, back to the factory. So let's head back in here. Okay, it looks like more charcoal. We'll have to build a tank for all the crease out here before too long. Adding it to the laundry list. Okay, so it's in here still. So I need just the 2, and then the rest can go off into storage. So hammer goes here, and that's our last piece we need there. And then let's see what this recipe looks like. Bronze plates, a hammer, and then a wrench. Okay. So there's the wrench, and we already have the hammer. Okay, I think 100% chance I'm probably going to get that wrong first time around. Yep, didn't get it wrong actually. So, okay, so this goes here and here. This goes here. And pistons are over here. So, there we go. We have the steam compressor now. So I'm going to put that over here. So let's take a look at the quest. It's going to be clear up here in the steam era. So we have the steam compressor now. We can claim the reward. And let's see what's next. A better compressor? Yep, we really don't need that yet. Iron guy. Do you feel lonely? Need some extra protection on your base? Want to keep the pigmen off your back in the nether? Craft some iron golems, and the monster problem will be inside your base will be gone. We had one here for a while. I'm not sure what happened to it. Cool guy. Feeling lonely. Located far away from a snow biome. Craft a snow golem and perhaps challenge him to a snowball fight. Okay, that'd be fun. Better than iron. Wrought iron will be more important very soon when you have a bit of steel and are able to build high-pressure steam machines. The material is much harder than iron, and you can make better tools with it too. To make wrought iron, you need a furnace to smelt ingots down into wrought iron nuggets. With the compressor, you can compress the nuggets to ingots. And crushed or purified ore dust can smelt to iron nuggets directly. Later on, you can use an arc furnace to make wrought iron ingots directly. Okay. Get some decent things out of it too. Apparently we'll have to make bookshelves. You know what? I think I know why. I'm thinking they're probably going to make us make like a tree farm. If I were to guess, that way you have an early source of power. Okay, that actually makes a decent amount of sense. Okay, rubber trees are not the only source of raw rubber. Go and find a slimy island. Slime balls and slime leaves give raw rubber too. Okay, this would be very useful because rubber trees are way too slow as is. Okay, so let's hook this thing up. And let's make... Okay, that does not go in there. Okay, I'll put this over here. That goes here. That goes here, except I still need that. Okay, it's in my inventory now. See if I get this correct. Okay, it's connected now. So the thing I wanted to make was the steam forge hammer. That way I can make the tank. That way I can store steam, which means I can have more machines. So it's going to be all good production all around. So I need a steam forge hammer, and we're not going to make it in this episode, but it'll be the next episode. Okay, I need forge hammer. Forge. Okay, it's already there. So piston. Yeah, I kind of guessed as much. And then an anvil. Okay, an anvil requires a lot of iron. It requires 5 blocks of it, so... And it's just made 9 in a compressor, so 5 times 9 would be 45, so there, 45. So pretty much my entire iron supply. And let's make sure I have the steam for this. I'm thinking this thing's going to take quite a bit of steam. And this thing's going to be working for a while too, if I were to guess, so probably 7 pieces of coal are going to be good. So I'm going to throw this in here and let it get warming up. It warms up pretty quickly. So while I'm waiting, well, we've already looked at the book. There's really not much more else to do, I suppose. Could always harvest more rubber. Ooh, a grass garden. Except I think I have a lot of the grass things already. Okay, so it's getting warmed up. Doesn't look like there's any steam in the lines, though. So I'll probably have to let it warm completely. Let's take a look in here and start planning things out. The iron tank's going to go here. And I'm thinking to run the steam, I'm probably going to just continue this up. Probably, let's see, how thick is this roof? Not that thick. I'll probably run it like there and then up, out onto the roof, over here, and then like just go through there, and then I'll run it over here into the tank. And then from there I'll have an underground line that goes to a bank of machines that's going to be over here. And this is probably going to be the eventual location too of the electric machines. And I will be using steam turbines to run those. So I think we've got a pretty good plan all set out. Let's see, this probably has... Okay, this thing is not warming up too quickly. Let's take a look at some of the other quests here. Wire wrap. Placing wires without insulation seems to be a bad idea. Now that you have an extractor to extract rubber out of sticky resin and an alloy smelter to further process it using sulfur, you should work on getting some insulating rubber sheets. What extractor? I certainly do not see an extractor. Okay, again, on the bug versus the feature debate. I'm actually kind of surprised the wrought iron thing is not a big request, if it's as important as they're making it be here. So I'm thinking we're going to have some quests branching off, probably from the hammer time thing. Okay, are we heating up here? Okay, let's see, what is this video at? Okay, this is going to be a bit of a long video from what I'm seeing here. Well, I'm going to throw this in and I'm going to call it an episode. Oh, yep, I remember that noise. Okay, this thing's running decently fast. Let's get our first product out of this thing, and that'll be the end of this episode. Okay, almost there. Come on, you can do it. Alright. There it is. A block of iron. See you all next time. Be sure to like and subscribe. Sorry for such a long episode, but it was a productive episode. And same bat time, same bat channel.